Welcome to Keeping It Real, and thank you for joining us today. My guest today is the new Director of Arts and Culture, Martine Phillipe. Welcome to the podcast, Martine.
Thanks, TC. Thanks so much for having me.
Definitely. In today's episode, we want to have a conversation about the plans to continue to promote the arts and culture in the city of Dallas, and understanding of the important factors for economic development and to continue to attract visitors and companies to the city of Dallas. And so again, Martine, talk to me about you and your new role. And quite honestly, tell me what you've been experiencing over these last few months you've been here. I guess you started in December.
Yes.
So you're still new, so welcome to the city.
Thanks again for this invitation and, of course, for this appointment. It's been a thrill so far to serve in this role for the last 4 months. Every time I'm engaging with our stakeholders, they're always asking me, why Dallas? I've just transitioned here from Atlanta. And what I love so far about the city is just the diverse offerings that we have across the cultural arts sector, and of course the diverse audience members who are choosing to engage in our offerings as well. As a new Dallasite, transitioning to a city like Dallas, where we've got this increase in diverse community members, for a person like me who wants to work and live and raise a family in a diverse setting, and I strongly believe that diversity is a strength for any municipality. I'm just really thrilled to be here.
Well, listen, I'm glad you're here, and with over 15 years plus experience in this space, I know we are just glad to have you and looking forward to your career here. So why don't we go ahead and jump right in? So talk to me about, I guess I mentioned 15 years, and you're known nationally for being a creative strategist, particularly around how you've developed programs in an art-based manner and really tried to handle and manage things in, I guess, the human space of trauma and create community-based methods to change and really kind of focal points of civil and social justice through art. So talk to me a little bit about kind of what you've done in that space and what we can expect to see that will just be natural to you here in Dallas.
Absolutely. Well, a thread throughout the entire trajectory of my career in arts administration has been that concept of arts-based leadership and integrating the arts in the trauma-informed care sector, in the educational sector, obviously here in the government sector as well, and using these community-based methods of change to impact social justice efforts and to also obviously build bridges. I myself view art as a catalyst for change. Encourages folks to release trauma and to heal bonds, to build resilience and ignite social change. It's a language that all of us can speak, whether you're a creator or someone who is just a patron. And it's just important to me to continue to encourage folks to incorporate creative expression into the work that they're doing. In the past, I've provided training in facilitating art as a tool for transformation, in healing, building bonds, helping folks learn about each other, designed curriculum, to provide that ongoing support, strengthening folks' ability to really better assist the folks that they're working with through that lens of the arts. And what I love about getting to bring that experience forward here to the city of Dallas is that the work we're charged to do incorporates that racial equity lens, which obviously incorporates a bit of trauma, build bridge building, helping community members kind of heal past traumas and look forward together, and using the cultural arts sector as that bridge.
Okay. Well, listen, I know coming from Atlanta to Dallas, probably a little bit of a culture shock, but maybe not too much. We are good people here and we love our arts. And so in relation to arts in Dallas, what good things have you seen, and what is the potential to grow the visibility for arts in Dallas, in your opinion?
I've seen so many great things. We boast a lot about the Dallas Arts District being the largest urban arts district in the nation. But what I love equally as much as that is what's happening in the neighborhoods all across town. I've been touring again as a new Dallasite, really thrilled and impressed by some of these visits I'm making, site visits to West Dallas even, and what's happening with the 10 district there, and how folks, artists who are creating are supported by multi-sector folks. folks. You have, commercial real estate developers. You have us here in the government sector, and then folks in the private sector who are really giving these artists what they need to continue to create and to continue to contribute to the fabric of the community here. So whether we're talking about live music or film festivals or block parties that celebrate different performing artists and give folks in the community an opportunity to engage, I'm just thrilled at what I am seeing here in Dallas. And as it relates to growing the visibility, I've worked on the West Coast in Los Angeles, obviously in the Southeast in Atlanta. I'm from New York. And what I would love to do as a part of my legacy and contribution to the city is to elevate Dallas in the national conversation, of course, in the international scene as well, but specifically to that national conversation, that people start to look at Dallas as, a location to visit, a location to be interested in, specifically for what's happening in our cultural arts sector. So I look forward to partnering with organizations like Visit Dallas to figure out some new and innovative ways to get folks interested in what's happening here, because it's a wonderful, wonderful place.
Well, it sounds exciting. I'll tell you, I don't get to partake much. I'm pretty busy, and so I need to probably find a way to unleash some of this trauma and drama in my life through the arts. And so you've had a full calendar of events during April celebrating Arts Month. Absolutely. What was your experience thus far for Arts Month here in Dallas?
It is such an honor to work for a city that celebrates the arts for a full month. As you're aware, Arts Month began as 1 week, and over the last 10 years has grown into a month-long celebration of the performing arts, the visual arts, and on and on and on. And what matters most to me is reducing barriers of access to these arts events. So ensuring that a lot of the events that are happening on that calendar are free and easy to attend, so that folks, whether it's their first or third or 100th time, can come on with their full family and enjoy these events. And so I like seeing that cost is not a barrier. That's really significant and makes a huge difference in, whether a young person may have a first-time transformational experience in the arts, or whether a full family or a large group can attend a particular event. So it's great to see that, we are committed across the sector to ensuring that folks can come and enjoy what we have to offer. Other than that, again, ensuring that our external and internal stakeholders have what they need to ensure that Arts Month not only has the bounds of April 1st to the end of April, but that 12 months of the year, we are continuing to do that same wonderful work.
Well, I know you got a lot on your plate, and there's a lot of things going on, always balls in the air. You got to juggle them. What are your main priorities that you'll be working on this year? Any specific projects?
Absolutely. I have some passion projects and a lot of directives from our city's racial equity plan and our office's cultural plan. And I am really excited to point out a few of our projects that are happening this year. Before the racial equity plan passed, City Council had approved our Dallas cultural plan, which obviously that's where my marching orders come from. But we looked at the arts and culture through that equity lens as a priority. And projects that were birthed from both of those settings include the opening of the Juanita Craft Civil Rights House, which will take place in May of this calendar year. And, it's important to me not only to lift up Mrs. Craft's legacy as a civil rights tycoon here in Dallas, but to honor her time serving on Dallas City Council and in the NAACP. And so I'm just thrilled to partner with the Department of Public Libraries to open this craft house and invite community members to engage and honor her legacy to that end. Another tenant that I'm really thrilled to move forward this calendar year is a collaboration with our Department of Water Utilities and our illustrious Park and Rec Department, and we'll be installing a public art piece titled Shadow Lines. And the artists named Recite are producing this public art piece for us. And what's significant about that particular piece is that it is a memorial to victims of racial violence, and that will be open to the public at Martyrs Park later this year. And we hope that with that memorial, that it'll become a place for people to kind of contemplate and meditate and kind of provide a space of healing for past atrocities. And it's just important to give folks that space and place to sit and reflect on what has transpired in the past and how we can use these learnings to move forward better together in the future.
Well, you're definitely going to have your hands full, and those two projects seem very, very exciting.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us today?
Well, I just want to thank you again. It's been my life's work to get to this particular role, to direct an Office of Arts and Culture on behalf of a municipality, to do really good on behalf of the residents and visitors who come to visit our city of Dallas. And, you know, it's a full circle moment. I'm a retired educator, and one of the first lesson plans I had to write was a 5E model lesson plan. And so to come to this city with such a strong leadership team, you and your team of assistant city managers of wonderful reputation, and to see that 5E model here was really just reassuring and reaffirming. And I'm thrilled to take the tenets of that 5E model forward in service to our community members.
Well, listen, first of all, I appreciate you over and over again, not just for just what you bring to the role, but I know what you're going to add to the fabric of our arts community here. So again, thank you for participating on my podcast, and I look forward to having you back. Everyone, Martine Phillipe.
Thank you.